Okay, as promised, I'm going to show you how to find the Talaria. What you gotta do is you gotta go into the second area. Actually, not just the Talaria and the world map. World map first. So you go into the first teleporter, which takes you to this area here, Hammerton Heights or whatever it's called. And you want to go over here, towards the coast, and you're looking for a cave down by a little grassy area here, like that one right there. Go into the cave, and that's where you should find the world map. Although, I'm not sure if this cave is or is not randomly determined at the start of world creation, so yeah. But this is what you're going to be looking for, something like that. I would like to be more specific, but you can't do that, unfortunately, with something that's random. Now, to find the Talaria, you want to go over here to the area where you will find the castle. Not necessarily right to the castle itself, but just the general area where it's located in. If you understand what I'm trying to say there. I tried to explain it more clearly, but I am sick as all fuck today, and it's not going to happen. So bear with me. Crap, it's becoming nighttime already. Which means we abort this run because I'm not doing this in the dark. Fuck that. God, I hate the day-night cycle in this game. It's too short. Come on. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, go to the area where you find the castle. The general area of where to find the castle. And you'll be looking for a cave in the mountainside. And I know that cave does move around. Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood for your bullshit right now. I'm beginning to think that this PS4 Pro came with a faulty controller because this button's been giving me crap ever since I started playing it. Okay, yeah, so the first time I found the Talaria, it was in the cave right there. But obviously, as you can see, there is no cave right there right now, so yeah. Anyhow, you're going over towards the castle area. And you're looking for a cave kind of like that one over there. That's not actually the cave that you're looking for, though, because, because it's not. The cave you're looking for, at least in my case, is over here. In your case, it will be someplace else, maybe. It could be in the same spot as mine, or it could be completely different. It's determined upon world creation, so yeah. You're just going to have to be looking for a cave. But keep in mind, you don't have to go slamming into walls with your hammer. You will be able to see it from back here. It's already there. It's a pre-made cave. But this is the cave that you're looking for, and this is what it will look like inside. Like a little hallway, kind of. And it will open up into a little room with a raised section around a straw floor, like this right here. And there will be a hole in the corner with a skull in it. And there will be a note on the floor that you can read that will say something along the lines of, I escaped from the castle, but I'm too wounded. If you find my body, please give it a proper burial, and I'll give you my most precious treasure. Put a gravestone over the hole, and the ghost will appear and give you the Talaria thusly. And with that, we can go look at my town, because I promised to show you what my town looks like right now. So here it comes. Oh, here, let me show you the world map in action. This is the world map in action. Poof. A little blue circle, that's me. That's the direction I'm facing. And those little flags, those are all those cities that you're going to be rebuilding. And that's basically Alfgard from the first game. Although it's been kind of like destroyed because this takes place after the bad ending of the first game. Not that the game actually had a bad ending per se, it just had a game over screen. Anyhow, we move this. Oops, I'm still in the cave. There we go. This microphone seems really sensitive. Or at least I can hear myself scratching myself. Weird. Anyhow, so this is my town. Yay! And as I said before, I built it mostly entirely underground. Here's a Cantling Garden. Yay! Increases hit point recovery by 2 while you're inside the base. See, they're trying to break through the obsidian wall, but they can't because it's obsidian. So, haha, screw you guys. Let's go grab some of this stuff. Yeah, see, the music changes when you're outside your town. You're always listening to that whoosh. When you hear that sound, that means you cross the border into or out of your town. So make sure you're building inside your town. Because, like I said last night, if you're outside, everything else outside your town will vanish during the final boss for the chapter. It won't be destroyed, it just vanishes for the boss fight. So if you have built, like, out to here, for example, this part of whatever you built would disappear, but all this stuff would still be here. And then when you finish the boss fight, you come back and everything would be here again. Okay. So, the main rooms that you want to look at, we got the barbecue bistro, a brick barbecue, chests, some tables and stools and stuff. While you're in your base, as long as you have this building, your health bar does not go down. Not your health bar, your food bar does not go down. And they will build stuff and they will put it in the chest. In this case, stuff refers to food. Yay! And then we've got the armory, which will they will put on different outfits and they will improve their equipment so they can fight the monsters more effectively when they invade your base. And then this one makes equipment more durable. And again, they will build stuff, in this case furniture, and put it in the chest. Stuff, unfortunately, can also refer to brick walls and stuff like that you don't really need, like chalk. I don't need 90 blocks of chalk, and they will keep building chalk. So I can just destroy it. But they can also build stuff like these item displays, and you can put stuff on. Yay! See? Nice little displays there. Got some iron armor, got some leather armor, got some ragged rags, got the wanderer's clothes, we got the iron shield, we got the whatever the hell that is, the small shield. And then we have the treasury, which again they will build stuff and put it in the chest. Similar stuff to what they would build in the blacksmith studio over there. See? Plant pots. They also build stuff like stone windows. Let me show you a stone window. That's not a stone window. That's a stone window. Stone window. Not to be confused with a regular window. A regular window is that. That's a regular window. It's a lot bigger than a stone window. This is my bathroom. Yeah, take that bathtub. Got shackles here in case we catch you peeping. Trying to peep on the girls while they take a bath. We will shackle you to the wall and then we will steam your eyeballs right out. We're hardcore. Yeah. And we got some rooms that used to count as rooms but stopped counting as rooms for some strange reason. I couldn't figure out why, so I just said fuck it and ignored them. This is the pot chamber. You take 5 pots in a chest, put it in an empty room, and then residents will build pots and put them inside the chest. As indicated by my 9 pot. Why do I have a barrel in that chest? Well, We're taking that barrel out. And we're placing it right here. Okay. Yay! It adds 50 points. Which makes it basically just a pot with a different graphic. But yeah, they'll build pots and they'll put them in the chest. So if you have a burning urge for lots of pots, make a pot chamber. This is the Treasury. It requires 2 of these bold banners, which you can steal from the castle. 3 of these treasure chests, which, you know, you've found them out in the caves and whatnot. And a regular chest, and the colossal coffer. And as I mentioned, some rooms are too big to be considered rooms, so I walled a small portion off, which, as we see, small portion there. And that's where we got the bathroom idea from. And this is the Grotti guest house. Light source plus 4 straw mattresses. And this has an extra benefit. 4 people will sleep in here, but also residents in the town will have their maximum hit points increased by 15%. So it's harder for the monsters to kill them. Yay! And then there's this stupid hallway that I made that it has no purpose in life, so ignore it. And here's a private bedroom, which is denoted by the sign here. This is a lady sign, but this is Pippa's room. Make her own little bedroom, and yay! It has no special benefit except that only Pippa will sleep here. And you can also make like shared rooms, as indicated by this one over here, which is in fact shared between Magnus and the guard guy. See, he's got 2 gentleman signs. Read them. This is Canelm's room and Magnus's room. And so only Canelm and Magnus will sleep here, except just to prove myself wrong, I'm going to sleep here, just to spite them. Ha! Now it's my room, assholes. Now what? Yeah. But again, no special benefit, except it specifies who will sleep there. If you care. If you don't care, well then no special benefit. This is the teleportarium, which you get when you take an empty room and add a teleporter to it. Or you can add 2 teleporters or 3 teleporters and get a twin or triple teleportarium, respectively. And this is Sherry's bedroom. Again, it's a private bedroom, no special benefit. And this is one of the blueprints that you can build. So I built it. It's just a simple garden. I didn't bother to tear it down when I was done. And there we go. Now, as I was saying for the Cantling Garden, it has a benefit if it's built inside your city. It increases hit point recovery by +2. But if it's outside your city, it still counts for the challenge, it just does not provide the benefit. So if you want it inside your city, you're going to have to do something like I did. Otherwise, you can build it outside there. Keep in mind, it requires 8 tiles of water. It requires a tree. Ouch, you asshole. It requires a tree, 10 flowers, and 5 plants. Plants you get, okay, that's a plant right there. This one right in front of me. Wait, no, that's not a plant, that's grass. Let me see if I can find a plant real fast. Which is going to be tricky because my eyes are really, really, really dry and thus swollen and irritated today, so it's hard for me to see very well. In fact, I'm going to scoot a little closer. Okay, let's put on the shovel, and I will find you a plant. It's the one that gives you the grass leaves. I should have one here somewhere. Basically, this one without the flower. Yeah, there's one. That's the plant right there. You'll need 5 of those and 10 flowers, which you don't necessarily need the shovel for, although you can just come out here and grab these. Or you could beat up on slimes and drackies, and maybe they'll drop flower buds. If you're going to plant them, okay, flower buds will be planted on the square you're standing on. See, I've got the yeah, see, like seeds, grass seeds. Notice how it doesn't have the little the placement icon. It just, what that means is it will place it right here where I'm standing, like this. There you go. But this will be placed where it's aiming, where the icon is, so you can just place it. Yay! See. But if you want to put it inside your base, you're going to have to build a channel. You're going to have to dig a little channel, and then if you're smart, you'll wall it off like I did, because enemies could then get into the channel and get into your base. But if it's walled off, they can't. Damn it, camera. And as you can see, that's where the water's flowing in from. Although I could put a block there right now and take care of that problem. But it requires the 10 flowers, the 5 plants, a tree, a bench, and this brazier. And the tree has to be about, it takes 3 days to grow, if I remember, 2 or 3 days. It's got to be 3 tiles high at least, like this tree. And it's worth 3,000 experience points, so hey, if you need 3,000 experience points, there you go. But you won't get it unless you build it inside the base. Like I said, the challenge will count outside the base, but the points and the benefit come from inside the base. Also, if you ever get to the part where LaRouche is the one offering the combat icon, you're at the end of the chapter, so be prepared. And remember, I told you you only need to build 1 Cantling shield, and this is why. Remove. Picks it right back up. So you can see. Oops. See, you only need 1 of those. Now, when you're making the wrecking balls before you fight the boss, you're going to want about 20 of them. If you have a perfect run against the boss, you only need 6, but they're a little wonky on the placement, so make some extra just in case. And hopefully this time it was recording when I did this, because this is only the 5th time I've actually made this video. Every time I've done it, it hasn't been recording. Due to, I think, like I said, I think the controller's bad, because this controller has been giving me crap. It doesn't want to start recording. The share button doesn't seem to work very well. And sometimes the double jump doesn't happen. Although it's working okay right now, so that's good. And let me just show you one last thing. These little guys, be careful. They do not differentiate between you and bad guys. See, they are attacking me right now. So don't get too close to them from the front, or they will spit fire in your face and you will take damage. So keep that in mind. And with that, that should do it. So let me know when you finish the chapter, and I'll talk to you later.